Thank you for joining us at Grateful Gratitude with LoLo and Lexie. We are practicing gratitude girls that strive every day to recognize and celebrate our blessings. We are a mother and daughter that practice gratitude every day and put God in the center of our life. The only way to live a blessed and happy life is to be grateful. May you feel God's love and blessing each and every day.
It is time for the long-awaited for Grateful Gratitude, because it has been a long time since I've had you guys in here. Yep. LoLo and Lexie with another episode of Grateful Gratitude.
Yeah, it's like our therapy session, kind of, and we haven't been here in 5 weeks or whatever.
I know. So what we're going to talk about today, Mark, is the hero that lives inside each of us. And we're all presented in this life with a dream. And it's important to recognize that dream and to know what your real purpose is. And most people have a dream that they're aware of, but they're probably afraid to live that dream or to pursue that dream. For example, everybody, I think, knows that my dream is to minister to everybody about gratitude, and that is what I'm living. I wasn't given the dream to be a professional athlete. That didn't even come to my heart, so I never pursued anything like that.
Right. I think a lot of people think also when you hear hero, you think of you would think it's a select few out of the population. You know, hero is such a big word that you would never consider yourself a hero, but everyone is born with the drive of something in them to be a hero or to do something heroic. It doesn't have to be just for a few people here. It can be everyone. There's enough room for everyone to be a hero.
Right, and I think people don't realize they're equipped with what they need to be this so-called hero. And to me, a hero is someone who just serves, has a purpose and serves for better.
Yeah.
Or that they're kind. They practice kindness. That's a huge thing in today's world. And you're equipped with it so that you can fulfill it.
Right.
And I think people have the urge to serve and to better the world and to do things that are going to be, I wouldn't say leave a legacy, because that's kind of a funny word to pen, but
be remembered.
To be remembered. And when you leave this world, people remember you for what you've done, and they don't say, Who are you talking about?
Yeah.
Because you haven't made an impression on anyone.
Yeah.
And I think that's huge. And I know you're not big about me quoting, but Jim Carrey once said,
as long as you're not quoting Oprah, it's okay.
Oh my gosh.
We're still going to go back to that resentment, but
we'll get you on our side, Mark.
No, but Jim Carrey, I one time heard him say that all the things that you attain in life are going to rot and they're going to go away, but whatever was in your heart is what's going to stay.
That's so funny. I just said this to someone the other day.
So you want people to remember for the good things that you did, and you want to every day try to make an impression on someone that's a positive impression. And to me, if that's what a legacy is, then that's what I want. But
I think it could be a legacy. I think a legacy is a good thing. We can all have a legacy. We all want to be remembered. No one wants to, I don't think anybody could really be forgotten, but you don't want to be remembered for something negative either. You want to be remembered for something great you did. That fills your heart. That fills your soul. When you leave the earth, it's about your memories and what you did in life, not about materialistic things or other things that we can focus on.
Right.
And
to jump on that and jump on what Jim Carrey said, if you think about it, that it does not matter how rich you are, how many homes you have,
right,
how many possessions you have, how many cars you have, and it's really sad, but it's kind of refreshing in a way that you can obtain all the possessions in the world, and as you age and you die, you die in a single empty room a lot of the time,
right?
And it's not only that you don't take it with you, it's that as you mature and as you get into that stage where you're dying, you're alone in a room.
Yeah.
Hopefully you have family around, but as far as possessions go,
that's why you got to fill your soul with the good things so you can feel comfortable in that room. I think that's important. But go ahead.
Well, no, and I think there are a lot of people that are empty because they've collected all those things, but they haven't collected the things that your soul and your heart need. And, I think hugely important that we live to serve humanity, because we're such a divided world right now, and there's so many things that are just unkind, and we're just not being kind. And I think, God's going to take care of nature. It's going to continue to grow and rain, and, everything's going to happen there that's supposed to happen. But we really need to take care of each other. That's all we've got.
And if we can serve without having a preconceived idea of someone or something or a stereotype in our head, if we could really just go in as if we knew no facts about something, we could really do a lot more. And that's the best feeling in the world, is to serve, See,
and I think we've talked about this, that a lot of people, and I understand why they can't understand this, because if you haven't experienced it, it can be a concept that is really hard to understand. We're talking about heroes,
right?
And, the definition of hero can be very wide. But if you really simplify it, and you guys have done a great job simplifying it, I mean, to me, a mother's a hero.
Yeah, right. It doesn't have to be.
And
much.
The world, as you said, is very divided right now. But you know what? It's been divided since the beginning.
Yeah, there's always going to be problems.
Yeah.
And all you can do is control your part of the world. And if everyone does a good job controlling their part of the world, A, it's contagious.
It is.
And B, the world's going to be obviously much better. But I think a lot of people have a hard time grasping that concept of when you serve someone else, it makes you feel so good.
Yeah, like it's like, what is it? The most selfish thing you can do is doing something for someone else. I hate that saying, but because I feel like it's like you're not allowed to. I know, but I feel like it's like you're not allowed to do things for other people but I know that's not what it means. But but yeah, the best feeling you can get is by doing something for someone else, and that stays with you. Possessions give you an instant gratification, but that fades real fast. And it's not what happiness is, But
well, and I think too, just constantly improving. But I mean, if Levi was 2 years old and shared his toys without fighting, to me, that's a hero too. It's just kindness and doing for others. But going back to the dream is if you have a dream to serve, whether it's a ministry or whether it's at a nursing home or whatever it is, to me it all comes down to kindness. And I know you say we've always been divided, but you know what? So what if we could bring some people together, and that we could be a hero that way? I think every time we have our inspiration meeting, how many people come? And at the end of that, they say, I'm so glad I came because I'm going through this. And yet I saw that person twice this week and had no idea.
Right, and you would never think that they would.
No, but when you bring people together and people are like-minded and they want to help others, it's just an amazing thing.
It really is. And don't take me wrong when I say it's always going to be divided. Because, first of all, it will always be divided, but don't let perfection get in the way of progress.
Right.
It's great to strive for perfection, but
practice makes progress.
Because you can't achieve the perfection doesn't mean you can't get closer to it.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, and I have a quick example if we have time.
Yes, we do.
I always have said, especially just since I worked at the dental office and stuff, we saw a lot of special needs patients, and obviously it was a pediatric office. So I've always been drawn towards children and kids. I was a nanny and all of that. But when I worked in this office, I really enjoyed seeing the special needs patients, because most of the time, you do the littlest thing and you wouldn't even realize, but like their caregiver or whatever would be like, you don't know how much that means to us or whatever. So I got really the gratification of that. But so going through that, I was like, wow, I feel like there's a calling for me. And so I would say, I just looked at it as, maybe one day I'll adopt a special needs child or, whatever. I just figured that meant like I needed to have a child that had special needs because I had a good outlook on it. But really, as I've dug deeper, it really just makes me want to volunteer and help special needs people because I feel comfortable with that. That's not challenging for me at all. That's something that I find not easy, but just something I enjoy doing and rewarding. Exactly.
Fulfilling.
Exactly. So sometimes when we see, ooh, I like to do this, so I should just jump and do all of this because I enjoy this area of something. It's like, no, you can just do something small, like helping out here, helping out there.
Volunteering.
And that's how you find your purpose, yeah.
And I think the other thing is, it's frustrating to me when people say, I don't have time to help. I don't have time for that. And you know what? I mean, we've talked about this in our inspirational meeting when we did kindness. If someone drops something and you pick it up, that took nothing out of your day.
Right.
Or if you pay
hold
for
a
the
door.
car behind, simple, or just say thank you.
Or smile at someone.
Yeah, that takes no time, no energy. So, but I think more than anything, we just ask that people look in your heart and see, what is that dream and how can you serve?
Right.
How can people find you guys?
You can find us on Facebook. We have a Facebook page that is Grateful Gratitude. We have an Instagram that is Grateful Gratitude 11. We have our podcast, obviously. Our blog, Mom's blog, is gratefulgratitude.net. And then we also have a YouTube, which is it Grateful Gratitude or Grateful Gratitude 11?
Grateful Gratitude.
Cool. Yeah, so we're pretty easy to find.
Yeah, you are, and it's very worthwhile.
Yes.
And look forward to the next episode.
Thank you.
And go out and be a hero today.
Yeah. Sounds good.